SJW. How are we? That's right, acronyms here. That's terrible start. We're here, Bike Club Podcast, episode 3. After a wild episode 2 last week, Gorilla versus Tiger. We took a few polls. We heard from a lot of people last week, more than the first week. You came out again, listeners, and you said Gorilla. I had a few people come in and say they sided with Michaela. It was insulting. I moved on. So we're going to move on here. I did do a little Googling myself. Everything on Google said that the tiger would crush a gorilla. So that's real worrisome. There's only video evidence, though, of a gorilla fighting a lion. I wanted to click it. I didn't, because who knows? Future episodes, baby. As we get ready for episode 3 here, I was a little worried going into this week because I don't know how this is going to turn out. Week 3, Bike Club Podcast. We're taking it to the air, folks. We're getting aviary here. Eagle versus Hawk, Michaela. Eagle versus Hawk. Go.
Eagle versus Hawk. Go.
Absolutely America's emblem, the bald eagle.
I respect your answer there. Rock, flag, and eagle, as always here, Bike Club Podcast. But the eagle, I feel like, is an easy choice here. I was going to go eagle too now. And my decision was to go eagle all the way because, like you said,
America.
Rock, flag, and eagle. But when I started to think about it more and more, I feel that this battle, because it's two birds, they're not going to be on the ground. This is going to happen in the air. Now, in order for this to happen, we need a hell-in-the-cell-like environment, cage over our Bike Club arena. Now, that means that they're going to be able to take to the air, and they're going to be able to battle in the air. Now, I believe that when that happens, when these two birds take flight and get airborne, it's going to turn into I would like to think a sword fight. I'd like to think of it as a dance, and I think that the more delicate dancer of that fight would be the winner. Now, hawks, I don't know if you know this, Michaela, but this guy does. I know that hawks do their fighting and attacking exclusively in the air. Exclusively. They attack and they attack their prey and they swoop down and they're able to catch that shit before it even hits the ground.
That's interesting.
Exactly. They have agility, they have precision, and the only real difference is the size of the eagle. And eagles are really not that much bigger in terms of, they are a bigger bird, but if you're talking talon size, eagles' talons maybe get 2 inches, 2-inch talons, the largest of an eagle. Hawks, maybe around 1.25 inch talons. If those talons are digging into you and cutting you up, it don't matter the size. If it's more than 1 inch, that hurts. That's, they're going to start slashing and ganashing.
I definitely think it'll hurt, but I also think that with the larger wingspan of an eagle, and also with not only the longer talon size, but also the thicker talon size of the bald eagle, I don't know. I just think it'll take less actual hits from the eagle.
Yes, you're probably right. It probably will take more hits, but what again you're not thinking about is the hawk is a very nimble, smaller bird, not way smaller, but smaller enough where it's going to be able to maneuver. Now, I know every town's got a hawk guy, right? Everyone has grown up and seen that guy with his hawk glove guy, right? Now, I'm thinking we got to be a step up from that. So whatever hawk steps into this arena, I'm thinking has that precision that those guys have when they hold the little dead rats and shit at Camp Moriah, and they make the hawk eat. But we got to be a step up from that here. And I think though that I've seen those hawks like scissor some shit before. Like they split the something. They're able to narrowly like get into shit and squeeze. That's what it squeeze through shit. And on top of that, I found out that hawks have beaks much like a falcon. And what that is falcon and hawks, more falcons than hawks. But some species of hawks have beaks that are so curved and so sharp that there have been accounts of humans having their spines severed by a hawk, and that's a human, not an eagle.
First of all, I call outside research was done because I got 0 research time. Just saying.
I know this about hawks because I read a book once. All right.
Oh yeah, and what was it called?
Birds and Giant.
Like the movie? Like the movie Birds?
No, it was called Birds and Giant Aviary Beasts, and I read it during reading time and took it to the carpet. So if you want to check my references,
I might just have
call
to.
up Mrs. Anderson.
I might just have to.
Mrs. Aronson.
You're the big movie buff. You're the one bringing up movies all the time. What is Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings ride there?
All right, I respect that. He does fly on a big old eagle once or twice. Also, the least clutch eagles of all time, and they only show up at the fucking end.
Because they're all
And if you're
doing
gonna
badass things. Because, you know,
supposedly. If you want to talk movies, sure, let's bring up movies. Ardith Bay, my guy Ardith Bay. For those who aren't acquainted, the 1999 summer classic, The Mummy, homie's got a hawk, and he uses that hawk to help save the world and defeat said mummy Imhotep. So, if you want to talk movies, we could talk movies.
Is that another science fiction again?
No. What?
Not that Lord of the Rings is it again.
Yeah, I was about to say, what? But you just talked about a fucking wizard.
Shut up.
Get out of here. Next point.
Either way, I want to focus on the fact that we are battling in a cage. Now,
yeah, it's probably going to be a cage. Well, it has to be because
well,
they're birds.
theoretically
It can
speaking.
go to the ground by all means, but
Absolutely.
I imagine that both these birds are going
I'm
to
sure
think,
they'll stick more to the
defense,
sky.
take to the sky. 100%,
That's fine.
as we've
but
seen before
what
from
I'm
these.
kind of more so focusing on is it really does depend on the cage's size. Because if you don't give this bald eagle enough space, I do think that could work as a disadvantage. I think you might be right in the fact that if the cage is made a certain size, that the hawk might have an advantage. However, if the cage is big enough, I think that the eagle might just take him.
Why would the size of the cage make a difference for this fight at all?
Because he has enough room to swoop and do what he needs to do as the eagle. But if he doesn't have enough room, then the hawk absolutely might have an advantage.
Both birds are going to have enough room to take flight, so it's got. I don't know. They're not going to fight in a square box. Like it's going to be a big.
Okay, I'm
it's
just
going to be a
making sure.
big ass arena. They're thinking like a football stadium. Michaela.
Okay.
We're not talking about a.
I've never seen a cage the size of a football stadium, so I'm just...
All right, all right. We'll put them in a football stadium and just put the fucking roof over. All right, there's domes and shit like that. It doesn't need to be a cage. It could just be a dome.
I'm just making sure we're gonna have a fair amount of space here.
It's gonna be a fair amount of
Either
space. It's a
way,
bird. It has to be able to take flight. Michaela.
I also think that eagles have an absolutely outstanding hunting ability, and
Do they though?
Absolutely.
Or are they? Are eagles always eating carcasses and shit? And being
I'm
scavengers.
pretty sure the scavengers are hawks, and
no, hawks attack in the air, like I just said. So fucking wrong, I think.
I'm pretty positive
So
that
you're
hawks
fucking
are
wrong.
scavengers. I'm googling this now.
Hawks are not scavengers. Hawks are
What's
definitely
a scavenger
hunters.
then? Something's
A vulture,
A vulture. That's
an
a
eagle.
Okay, an eagle is not a scavenger, is it?
It probably is.
I don't think
I'd look
so.
into that because let me tell
I'm
you.
looking into it absolutely right
I mean,
now.
rock flag and eagle. America's a bit of a scavenger, don't we? We just kinda
Eagles
take shit.
hunt wolves and deers
No, eagles probably
and
fend
goats
off
and
wolves and
fit.
deers.
No, hunting. I didn't even type anything in. I said eagle hunt, and it automatically self-populated hunting deer, hunting wolf,
All right.
hunting magnolia, goat, fish, coyote, and snakes. So I would love to hear from Senor Albrecht how you're going to tell me that this eagle's not prepared to hunt said hawk.
Because a hawk is a totally different prey. All those things you just named are
Okay, but
on
now
the
he's
ground,
in
all right?
a
This is battle.
survival.
No,
This is survival.
this
no?
is. You know what? You just teed this shit up for me. I'm about
Absolutely
to fucking
not.
Happy Gilmore this shit. You're telling me that this eagle is a hunter who takes down all this prey. Every single animal you just named is on the ground. You know what hawks do? Hawks fight in the air.
Yeah,
you know what?
small
You know
things.
what eagles
Small.
don't do? Fight in the air.
That's fine.
So that's gonna make that's gonna be a big disadvantage here. You think
might be a disadvantage,
No, because
that's fine.
An eagle's tactics for attack now, that as you claim, are gonna be tactics to handle something on the ground. So that means they're gonna only know how to attack something that's on the ground. None of those things you named get in the air. So the second that hawk is off his feet, which is gonna be right away, because he's a fucking bird, that means that eagle is gonna be shit out of luck and be like, oh, wait a minute. I've never had someone do this.
Wait a second.
I've never had someone fly on me.
Wait a second here. I found something very interesting about eagles and their behavioral tactics. They have lots and lots of territorial issues amongst each other. So they're actually very used to fighting each other. So you're telling me that an eagle is not prepared to fight a hawk when they're normally used to fighting each other?
100%. Because that's not fighting each other to the death. No. That's territorial shit.
Yeah, that is an absolute fight to the death.
No, absolutely not. Because once again, that's not threatening. That's easing into each other's territory. And again, that's your own kind. That's someone where, like, you're handling someone who's your anatomy. You know what I mean? A hawk,
also,
totally different bird.
Also,
different smells, different feathers, different flight speeds, different...
The talons on an eagle are described as being razor sharp. I would love to know if the
Every
talons
fucking talon's razor sharp, Michaela. That's why it's called a talon. All talons are razor sharp.
I don't know about
really?
Let's find that out. Let's find
No, it's a talon. A talon's razor sharp. If you think a bird with talons not going to have sharp talons, you're fucking wrong. It's a talon.
I don't know.
It's like having knives for nails. That's what the definition of that shit is. If you look up talon, it says knives for nails, Michaela. Webster's.
All I'm saying is that an eagle's talons can have a grip pressure as high as 400 pounds per square inch. How's your hawks doing on that?
Yo, okay, you want...
400 pounds?
Look at what hawks are. Look at what hawks are. It's because you're shook and you're scared to.
I'm not really trying to defend your bird, actually.
All right, well...
But I will if you really
No,
want
I'm not
to.
asking to defend. I'm saying to get...
I'll compare.
All right, so you know what you were saying
fine.
before about how speed is gonna, how he's gonna be able to just take him down. Let's talk speed here.
Okay.
Let's talk flight speed.
Okay.
How fast do you think your eagle is?
Pretty freaking fast.
Max speed for eagles? About 90 miles per hour.
Okay.
Let me ask you, what's the max speed for a hawk?
I don't fucking know. I didn't do research like some people.
About 120 miles per hour.
Okay, so that's
So the
fine.
second this thing takes off and is in the air, there is no way that eagle is A, going to catch him, B, know how to handle him, C, have an attack plan, because to hit the lifespan of this eagle already doesn't have an attack plan.
So
all the eagle does is fight people in the air.
So all
10
of a
minutes.
sudden,
10 minutes, that's
speed.
it.
Now he's
That's
going
all
to
we
use
got.
speed.
Oh, you can't...
Tigers had speed.
That's great, but that was tigers when they're on the fucking ground in an arena. This is...
Tigers.
Birds.
Tigers.
All right, well, now we're talking eagle. This is hawks in the air. Speed is absolutely going to come into play when you have to have those precise attacks.
All right, enough
That's
is
it.
enough.
Yeah, that's
Time's
it.
up.
10 times up. You're
Eagle.
right. I don't even know why we're going anymore.
America.
Get the fuck out of here with your eagle. That's it, folks. Again, I was going to, like, play it easy and be like, I think hawks, but I also think it could be eagles. But she's so cocky and rude that, you know what? Fuck that shit. Hawks all day. Eagles are trash. America rocks, but get out of here. Fuck that shit. All right. That's it for this week. Week 3. It went better than I thought, I guess. It's a weird fight. Eagles in the air, birds fighting. We'll try more birds, I guess, but that was a weird one. Stay tuned for next week. Again, follow Bike Club Podcast on Instagram. Check out our new logo. My brother helped me put together some sweet stuff on there. We're going to keep, like I said, we're going to keep updating here. We're going to keep changing, keep evolving, because that's how we roll here. We're on the YouTubes now, too. Come on. Figure it out. We got everything, So, keep listening. Tell your friends. Like and subscribe, or whatever these, jack way I can say on these things. Because we're going to keep this rolling. Next week's going to get crazy. We covered air, wind, fire. I guess we might go to the water. That's what I'm getting to here, is we might go to the water. So stay tuned for next week, guys. Bike Club Podcast. We're going to be getting weird.